This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Centre, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Welcome to Sports City. I'm Simon Preston. As you can see, this is a crucial point in the match. The Trinbago Knight Riders, they need 82 to win in 45 balls. Andre Russell playing up against his former team for the first time in his career. The first ball that he faced, he had 2 runs off Chris Green, then a no run, a dot ball, and then after that, he hit a 6. But let's talk a little bit about Joshua James. Joshua James' first ever T20 wicket came by removing the dangerous Colin Munro. Colin Munro, the first ever non-West Indian international to score a century in the history of the CPL. What a moment it was for that young man, Joshua James. Mohammad Amir has taken 1 for 4 from 2 overs. He's been tidy. Chris Green has taken 1 for 38. He's going to bowl out soon. After this over, 7 overs remain. You'd expect Ahmed Wasim to bowl out. You'd expect Mohammad Amir to bowl out. So that would take it to 17 overs. Miguel Pretorius, you'd expect him as well to bowl out. So that would be 19. So then you're looking at Joshua James for an over, perhaps, or Fabian Allen for an over. Or will the captain come on? Or will it be like the other night where Raymond Rifa had a hand in things? In terms of where the Trinbago Knight Riders are now, Tion Webster, he went for 5. Sunil Narayan went for a duck. Colin Munro for 29. Tim Seifert for 15. Nicholas Puran and the dangerous Andre Russell. 2 hard-hitting batsmen at the crease. You know, we're accustomed to this when it's for the West Indies, when we know we have hard hitters, but when it's against you, when you have hard hitters playing against you, it really is a different feeling now. Andre Russell not being in a Jamaica shirt, for me, it just feels different, you know. But, you know, it's one of those things that you have to accept with franchise cricket, and you're just going to have to move on from it and make the strides that are necessary to, you know, hopefully there's improvement this season. And if the Tallawahs can win today, well, we all know what that means. It means that they would remain within the top 2 going into tomorrow's fixture of the competition. So the Trinbago Knight Riders, they need 81 runs to win from 42 balls. That's 81 runs to win from 42 deliveries. So that's where we are at this moment in time. 81 to win from 42 balls. Interesting, isn't it? So, yeah, that's where we are. Andre Russell, we'll see if Chris Green is bowled out, 1 for 38. Will Joshua James come back for another over? I would advise giving back Wasim the ball. You need another wicket to remove either Pollard, either Russell or Puran, or both, to be honest with you. Because Trinbago Knight Riders, they have some batting to come. They have a little bit of batting to come. They need basically 12 and over. And Mohammad Amir is back in the attack. So we'll see what he will be able to conjure up in this time frame. And the Jamaica Tallawahs, they'll next be in action tomorrow. And that encounter will be against the Barbados Royals, the team that is at the top of the table right now, 4 wins from as many games, and another victory would make it 5 if they get the better of the Tallawahs tomorrow. But the Tallawahs know if they can beat Trinbago Knight Riders today and beat the Barbados Royals next week, then you know what that means? On Sunday, rather. You know what that means? Then they would move to the top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That is so. That is the case. So that's something for us to bear in mind. That's something for us to ponder upon. You know? So you all can let us know how you feel about that. But it's certainly going to be nail-biting last few overs. I can tell you this for sure because the asking rate is 12 and over. So I fully expect it to be very, very tight at the end. I think it's going to be very, 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 very tight. Do you guys know who was the first man to score a T20 100 in Caribbean T20 history? That man goes by the name John Eugene from St. Lucia. Yeah, a lot of people might say Chris Gale, but it wasn't. John Eugene was the first man to score a century. That came in Stanford T20. Yeah. John Eugene was the first man to score a century. He played for St. Martin against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Same game where Lyndon James hit a lot of runs. And still, they didn't win the game. They needed 12 to win from 2, but went with the single instead, and it is what it is. But John Eugene, he has that record with him. And it's something that will always stay with him for the rest of his career. Or the rest of his life, because he's finished now. Pearson Best also had a good spell within Stanford T20 competition as well. Scored some runs, made some good moments in his play. So, so from that perspective, it was good. You know? And guess what, guys? Another wicket has fallen. Mohamed Amir has taken another scalp, and that's the one of Nicholas Puran. Yes, that's right. Nicholas Puran is gone for 13. Bowled him. Bullseye. Yorker on off stump. Cleans up the TKR skipper. Puran tries to drive, but the stumps go cartwheeling. And that is 75 for 5. The Trinbago Knight Riders are wobbling. 75 for 5. Wow, 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 wow. Andre Russell, you have a mammoth task on your hands. Because of Kyron Pollard that will be there with him, Sharon Lewis, Cara Pierre, Rafi Rampal. But it has to be go, go, go from now on in for the Trinbago Knight Riders, that's for sure. But certainly credit goes to Robman Powell for his captaincy so far in this game. Let's see if that will help them get over the line. But certainly the Tallawahs are on top of things. They're really, really doing quite well. So let's see. Let's see if they'll be able to continue, because the dangerous Andre Russell, yeah, he's lurking. He's lurking, he's lurking, he's lurking. Mohamed Amir. He put the Pollard, but we all know what happened quite there. We all know what happened there, right? Yep. So that's quite a lot. And Karen Pollard has joined Andre Russell at the crease. And this mammoth game, must-win task, must-win game, It would really, really help things if the Tallawahs get over the line, because it would go a long way. Mighty, mighty long way. The Tallawahs have not defeated the Knight Riders since 2018. So that's Mohamed Amir. He's taken 2 for 8 now from his 3 overs. The asking rate now 12.66 and counting. 12.66 and counting. Andre Russell, 9 from 6 balls in his first game against the Tallawahs. This is the first time in CPL history that Andre Russell is playing against his home franchise, the Tallawahs, ever. When Chris Gale played against the Tallawahs for the first time, he was out for a duck in his first game. But Andre Russell, he's looked like he's going to be needed for any chance of the Knight Riders to claim victory this afternoon. Karen Pollard is with him at the crease as well, and it'll be interesting to see how Robman Powell rotates his bowlers for this particular encounter. What will happen? Will Andre Russell, will Robman Powell give back Fabian Allen another over? Will it be Ahmed Wazeem to keep the pressure on? Or do you bring on one of the seamers like Miguel Pretorius back in the attack, or Joshua James an opportunity? Well, he's gone with Wazeem to apply the pressure. And that's exactly what he has done. Let's see the approach. Will they attack? Will they attack Wazeem, who is so reliable, hardly goes over 6 runs and over in terms of his economy rate? So we'll see how they approach him. And an average of 25.95, that tells you the reliability and credibility of Ahmad Wazeem. First ball goes for a single. The Trinbago Knight Riders need 73 from 33. The asking rate now above 13. It's now or never. Now or never for the Knight Riders. They need 13 and above. That's what I need. That's what I need in this particular encounter. So let's see. Russell hits Wazeem for a 6. Of course, Russell knows Wazeem for a number of years, having played with him with the Tallawahs. So I guess they're just feeling him out. The asking rate now just a shade under 13 runs and over. And that over in particular, 9 runs so far from it without a delivery to go. So the asking rate, it's building. The Tallawahs have not defeated the Knight Riders since CPL 2018. The last time the Tallawahs defeated the Knight Riders in CPL 2018, guess what? It was Andre Russell that produced that fantastic 121 runs to ensure that the Tallawahs get over the line. He had that brilliant partnership with, we all know who that was in terms of the Kennard Lewis, but guess what? Andre Russell is gone. Gone, 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 gone. Ahmad Wazeem bowls him, bowls him, bowls him. Russell goes for the slug sweep and misses. Leg stump is knocked flat. And guess what? Russell goes for 16. Andre Russell is gone. The Night Riders now 87 for 6 off 15 overs. They need 67 to win from 30 balls. Hopes are rising for the Tallawahs. It really, really is. This could be their third win from their fourth game in this campaign. Did you know that the Guyana Amazon Warriors is the only team in CPL so far that haven't won a game? Yep, that's right. They're the only team so far this season that have not won a game. Hopefully. We'll see if they'll be able to get over the line and get that victory. So yeah. So Karen Pollard is joined by Cara Pierre at the crease. It's a mammoth job for Pollard. Pollard is going to have to swing for the fences. Gil Pretorius comes back into the attack. That's what's going to be required. That's going to be required so that they can get over the line. And guess what? It's another wicket. That's right. Karen Pollard is gone. Bye-bye, Night Riders. The Tallawahs are on course for their fourth victory, rather their third victory in the CPL. What a brilliant bowling effort this has been for the Tallawahs. Amazing. Pollard gone for 5. Pretorius with the wicket. And now the Night Riders wobbling at 88 for 7. Absolutely brilliant. This has been fantastic. So problems. Pollard goes. This match, the TK, our team, could be a little more. As in the Night Riders team, they could be bowled out in this entire game. It really is a chance for them for the Tallawahs to capitalize on it, as it's the first time, as we all know, since CPL 2018 that the Tallawahs have not defeated the Night Riders. So a 4-year drought looks to be coming to an end quite shortly. Pretorius, who was expensive against the St. Lucia Kings quite recently, well, guess what? Today he's been very good. Cara Pierre and Ravi Rampal. Ravi Rampal comes into the middle. The Knight Riders now need 64 to win from 26 deliveries. That's 64 to win from 26 deliveries. And what a loss would look like for the Knight Riders would be difficult, as they would remain in fourth position in the table unless the St. Lucia Kings or the Ghana Amazon Warriors picks up a victory. They would remain fourth because the Knight Riders, they have 3 points. The St. Lucia Kings, they have 2 points. As we know, their win coming up against the Tallawahs quite recently. And the Guyana Amazon Warriors, they have 1 point and they're at the foot of the table. The Knight Riders and the Guyana Amazon Warriors are the only teams in CPL history that have never failed to make the playoffs. They have always been in the playoffs every season since inception. The Guyana Amazon Warriors and also the Knight Riders, they've been in every single playoff of the CPL, or semi-final as it was in the first season back in 2013. So the Barbados Royals, top of the table, 8 points. The Jamaica Tallawahs, second, 4 points. The St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, 4 points in third position. But they played 5 games. This is the Tallawahs' 4th game of the competition. The Knight Riders, 3 points. St. Lucia Kings, 2 points. And the Guyana Amazon Warriors, 1 point. And that is how things add up so far. Knight Riders need 59 to win from 22 balls. Big up Kirk Steele. Hope you are doing well. If you guys are happy in terms of with the actual results, performance, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All right, guys. It will be much, much, much appreciated. So definitely do advise you to do that as things get into high gear. I implore you to do that. Trust me, great things ahead. Caribbean Ravi Rampal. Ravi Rampal with the bat is no mug at all, because we saw Ravi Rampal hit 86 runs against India, 86 not out. This was back in 2012. So can you imagine 10 years ago, Ravi Rampal, he hit 86 against India, and he shared in a really, really, really good partnership with the Kemar Roach. So this is what happened. It was December 2011, and the West Indies took on India, the second ODI. The West Indies were at 150 for 8. 31.4 overs had passed. Rampal was there with Simmons, but Simmons departed. So 170 for 9 at that stage. At 170 for 9, Ravi Rampal, the left-handed batsman, swung his bat and found the leg side quite often. And guess what? He hit his half century of 35 balls. In 35 balls, Ravi Rampal hit a half century against India in India. And he built a solid partnership with Kemar Roach in that encounter. And guess what? They shared in a 99-run 10th wicket partnership. 99-run 10th wicket partnership. Kemar Roach with 24 from 36 balls. Ravi Rampal 86 from 66. So he can bat. He can bat. He can bat. So, you know what I'm saying? About to go to Price Smart. Catch you later. Keep up the good work. Big up Kirk Steele. Sounds good, man. And guess what? The dangerous Ravi Rampal is gone, 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 gone. That's right, Ravi Rampal is gone for 2 full-on 6-stump reaches out to heave over mid-wicket, and a sky goes over cover. King comes in off the rope and takes an easy catch at head height. So the Knight Riders, 97 for 8. They need 57 runs to win from 20 balls. 57 runs to win from 20 balls. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. The 100 comes up for the Knight Riders. They need 53 runs to win from 3 overs. Good spell from Ayman Razim, 2 for 20, which included also 1 maiden. 13 dot balls he bowled. 13 dot balls. 13 dot balls out of 24 legal deliveries that he bowled. Impressive. Mightily impressive, honestly. 101 for 8. Darren Dupavilion has not gotten off the mark, while Kari Pierre is on 4 at this point in time. It's been a good day for the Tallawahs. It's been a really, really good day. A day to rejoice. A day of happiness. A day of success. So it's been something that has to be spoken about. But it is clear that batting has been an issue with the Knight Riders this season. Narayan hasn't really got going at the top of the order. And Tion Webster, I don't think, has hit the ground running as well. And I suppose in some ways you could say that it's a bit eye-opening that they didn't get an experienced opener, because this is something that we saw in previous years where we saw Jack Callis and Cameron Delport, or in years before that, we saw Adrian Barath and company within the franchise, It was, or a William Perkins, maybe a Lendell Simmons they could have signed this time around. So I'm just surprised that it didn't go for an experienced head in the team. So that's what I thought about the game. But yeah, it's a great start. And the Tallawahs are marching on and could be getting their 3rd victory of the tournament quite shortly. The Knight Riders now need 50 to win from 15 balls, so they now need 20 runs and over from here on in to secure a victory. Good captaincy from Rovman Powell. Excellent captaincy from Rovman Powell. Why? Because he's rotated his bowlers perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Brought back Amir, brought back Wazim, and now he brings back Amir for his 4th and final over of the contest, 2 for 13. He's done a fantastic job, a brilliant job. So now with 2 overs to go, he has ample options to work with in Rovman Powell. He could give an over to Pretorius. He could also give Fabian Allen an over, or give the young Joshua James an over as well. That's an opportunity as well to build his experience, because he only bowled 2 overs. The young man from Trinidad, the former West Indies under-19 man, Joshua James. I wouldn't have an issue with bringing back Joshua James for an over, just to give him that experience. He had a good day in terms of taking his first ever CPL wicket as he removed Colin Munro. Two overs, no maidens, 1 for 14. Decent outing from him. I say Joshua James should get an over and Pretorius the other, and that would end the contest. Now the Knight Riders need 24, so they basically need 12 fours to win the game, So yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are in this contest. If you guys think the Tallawahs are going to win the CPL, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts if you think that they're going to win. They certainly are marching on. And doing quite well, you could say. Doing quite well in this contest. And I'm sure you guys are also wondering about the matches to come in the CPL. And those encounters. So just to give an update for you guys. So the Tallawahs, they face against the Barbados Royals at the same Darren Simon Cricket Ground on Sunday. That will be at 9 a.m. Their next game will be on Wednesday against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad. So Wednesday, Thursday, they'll be in action. And next week, Saturday, at 6 o'clock Jamaica time, the big one, the Jamaica Tallawahs against the Trinbago Knight Riders, the big game of CPL 2022 at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Yeah, so that will be a good game. That will be a good game as well. You also have the Tallawahs against, again, Amazon Warriors and Providence, and also the Tallawahs against St. Lucia Kings, which is also in Providence. So some big games to look out for. Very, very big games to look at. And the Brian Lara Academy is located in San Fernando, Trinidad. So Port of Spain is up north. San Fernando, you have to come a little bit south. So Port of Spain to San Fernando is roughly an hour drive. Yeah. That's our Solomon Highway. And Miguel Pretorius gets his last over of the contest. He's so far taken 1 for 11 from 3.2 overs. Knight Riders now need 46 runs to win from 10 balls. Kari Pierre on 8 and Darren Dupavillan on 4. Trinbago Knight Riders need 46 runs to win from 9 balls. Do you know when was the last time the Knight Riders hit a boundary? The last time the Knight Riders hit a boundary was in the 15th over. They haven't hit a boundary since the 15th over. So that tells you how long that they haven't been able to hit a boundary. Quite some time. It's been a mighty while. And let's not forget, it was the Knight Riders that actually put in the Tallawahs into bat first, Yeah. They put the Tallawahs into bat first. Trinbago needs 45 to win from 8 balls, so the game is almost virtually impossible for the Tallawahs to lose. Trinbago now needs 44 to win from 7 balls, which means that the Tallawahs are going to win this game. Woo! And the Tallawahs are going to pick up their first victory over the Knight Riders in CPL 2018. Woo! 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 Big up, big up, big up. Trinbago Knight Riders 110 for 8 right now. At the end of the over, And the Trinbago Knight Riders get their first boundary since the 15th over. 4 runs for Carrie Pierre. The Knight Riders, they need 40 runs to win from 6 balls. Who will get the last over? I would say give it to Joshua James. I mean, you have Fabian Allen that has bowled 1 over, but I say give Joshua James the over. He deserves it. But let's see. Let's see who will get the last over of the contest. And it's James who gets it. So I'm very happy about that. Very pleased. He gets, you give him the experience of a death over. You give him an experience of a final over. Even though basically the Tallawahs have this game in the bag, you basically know that you're going to win the game. Unless he bowls four no balls, the game is virtually done. I wonder if you guys can go back to CPL 2014, the Antigua Hawksbills took on the Guyana Amazon Warriors. And Miguel Cummings, he bowled 4 no balls. To you guys, that didn't look bizarre? Because to me, I found it very bizarre of it. Of course, we all make mistakes, but it's just not something that we've seen before. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you see quite often, I should say. But it is what it is. So, CPL 2014, again, Amazon Warriors team, they batted first in that game in particular. And they posted a good total, actually. 212 for 5. And Antigua made a good chase, 193 for 3 with Marlon Samuels getting a century. Yeah. Marlon Samuels, Chris Gale, Andre Russell are the 3 Jamaicans that have scored centuries in the CPL. Dwayne Smith has scored a CPL 100 too. Not one, but more than one too. Yeah, Miguel Cummings was punished 1 over for 23 there. So he got a lot of beating from Martin Guptill, who made 90 runs, But yeah. Just 1 ball to go then. The Trinbago Knight Riders need 36 to win from 1 ball. Will they get it? That will end the contest. That will end the contest. And we'll see. Yeah. Miguel Cummings hit 5 no balls, both 5 no balls. Well, that's the end of the game. And the Tallawahs win by 34 runs. Their first win over the Knight Riders since CPL 2018. So, Sports City fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How pleased are you of this victory? How pleased are you of this result? Will the Tallawahs win CPL 2022? The drought is 6 years. 2016 was the last time. Will the drought end? Knight Riders end on 119 for 8 from their 20 overs. Joshua James ending with figures of 1 for 19 from his 3 overs. Rodman Powell did well with the bat. He made 67 runs. Raymond Reefer, 28. Ahmed Ozeem, 21. So they all contributed greatly there after a rough start for the Tallawahs. Amir Django once again didn't fail to get going. With the ball, the Tallawahs did quite well. Mohamed Amir, 2 for 15. Chris Green, 1 for 38. Ahmed Wazeem, 2 for 20. Miguel Pretorius, 1 for 17. Joshua James, 1 for 19. And Fabian Allen, 1 over, none for 6. That's right, Ricardo Brown. The Tallawahs go marching on. The Tallawahs go marching on. Their first win over the Knight Riders in CPL 2018, and this keeps them in second position. They're on 6 points, and if they beat the Barbados franchise on Sunday, then they will move to the top of the table depending on net run rate. So what are your thoughts, Sports City fans? Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports City for more content. All right, guys, let's get to 1,000 subscribers right now. This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Center, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly. This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Center, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.